what an amazing night. The last time I attended and celebrated Navratri was 21 years ago in Houston, Texas with my best friend Akshay Gandhi and so many more of our friends. This was just amazing. I'm reliving some of the greatest memories of my life right here in Dubai. Now, I also start to think about all the other religious and cultural activities that happen here in Dubai, which I haven't been to, and I want to go to them right away. Like, I can't wait. So I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to call my friend Sona Nambiar, who moved to Dubai from Mumbai in 1992 and never left. She's still here and she is a true local. She's been talking to me a lot about how her spirituality has shifted over the last few years, partly because of some trips she's done to India, to places like Pushkar and to Varanasi, but also part of it is because of all the religious and cultural activities that she's been a part of here in Dubai. I think that's amazing. I want to learn more about them and I want to create new memories right here in Dubai. You know where we are. This is Bar Dubai. We're on this side of the creek. It's a significantly historical place for Dubai. There's a lot of history over here, of course. We are right in front of Sheikh Saeed's house. Sheikh Saeed is the grandfather of the current ruler, but also in front of us is Bar Dubai and Bar Dera, two sides of Dubai, which basically was all of Dubai. I mean, where we are is all of Dubai until the 1960s. There wasn't anything beyond this, right?
The early settlers, from what I hear, were the Arab Iranians. And what happened is, with modernization or with business growing, the Indians, Afghani Sikhs, and in the Indian community you had the Gujaratis, the Sindhis, the Punjabis, and other communities come here and set up shop.
A lot of the Indian community moved to this area, and with them they brought everything related to their lives and their lifestyle. So there are amazing restaurants over here from all corners of India. I come to them a lot. I love just walking around over here. But also, if you want to do any shopping for anything related to India or from India, then you've got it over here. You can come here and get a sari or a kurta or anything like that. And also, I think the first temple and the first Gurdwara in Dubai, right?
That's true.
I know a lot of people tell me when they want a flavor of India, they want a little bit of a taste of India, when they miss India a lot, this is where they come to.
And this is where I come to. So there is this Hindustani classical singer. He passed away. His name is Bhimsen Joshi. When I had come to Dubai, at that time I was pregnant, and there was this ad in the paper saying that Bhimsen Joshi is performing in Dubai, but it was by invite only. And I called up the organizers. I was a bit shameless, and I was like, look, I really want to see this performance and I'm a huge fan. And they said, no, it's by invite and we are completely closed. And I said, look, just tell me any which way I can get, watch this performance. And they were like, no. And then I think the guy felt sorry for me. So he said, if you go today evening to the Bar Dubai temple, Bhimsen Joshi is performing in the evening.
In the temple?
In the temple. Okay. So he started with an invocation to Ram, who is one of our gods. And the same time that we said Ram, the azan started.
Okay.
And it was so beautiful. I cannot tell you, because he's a very well-known singer and very respectful, and he just looked down, smiled, and the azan started in the background, and then he started his
oh, how beautiful
song. And it's one of the most beautiful memories of two religions existing side by side, and that happens in Dubai.
God gives us messages in so many different ways.
It's one of the reasons that I don't know why, but I've told you before that I love Maghrib time. There's something about the twilight period, and it's the same in our religion. We light the lamp, we say our prayers at the same time that you have your Maghrib prayers, which is when there's sunset. And like I said, there are a lot of commonalities in our religions, which I have discovered over the years from the kind of reading I have been doing on a personal front.
this one.
And
It's
I
true.
wish people just showed more of the similarities, and which is really beautiful to promote.
I think the thing is, Sona, that we need to learn
Yes.
more about each other.
Each other.
And I truly believe, really, having traveled to so many places around the world and met so many different types of people,
Yes.
so many cultures and traditions and religions, that really, we are so similar.
That's been my experience wherever I've traveled. I grew up in Bombay, where you had people from all states, different kinds of cultures, different languages. You learned languages because they were your neighbors. So you didn't learn it formally in school. So I had Sikh neighbors, I had Maharashtrian neighbors on either side. I had Kashmiri neighbors staying behind the house, and I had Muslim neighbors staying in front. And every festival, any sweets that were made were sent to each other's house. There was a lot of celebrations that were held together.
And a lot of respect for each other.
A lot of respect, and that's the Bombay that I grew up in.
It sounds like Dubai.
And it sounds like Dubai. One of the reasons why I also love Dubai is we have a very important festival which is called Ganesh Chaturti, where you bring Ganpati home. He's the god who removes all obstacles in your life. But like I said, as you grow older and you have a deeper understanding of religion, you understand that the obstacles are not external to you, but they are the obstacles in your own mind. So it's just you learning to shift your thought process. So after 1.5 days, 5 days, 7 days, they're all odd numbers. You have what is called the Visarjan, idols which dissolve, what is brought here and immersed. And that takes place here in Bardubai.
Here?
Here. This is one of the places where people come and do the immersion. So people come and they do the last minute rituals. So there are rituals that are done just before you immerse the idol.
Okay.
And one of the things they say in Bombay, which is where I grew up in Marathi, is Pudcha Varshi Laukarya. Means
Okay.
next year, please come back quickly next year. Like don't delay this.
Okay.
And it's from the heart. And you'll see people getting very emotional because they get very attached to Ganesh. And he's a cute god. He's one of the gods, I think, who has universal appeal, because I've seen all over the world people like Ganesh. He's cute. There are small little rituals. Some people do it at home. So you whisper the thing that you really want into his ear. No one hears it, so it's like a secret between you and your god. And you can see people hugging the idol, very reluctant to let it go. Because when you keep the idol in the house, someone has to sleep by the idol. The flame that you light, which we call the diya, has to be lit 24 hours. All the food that is made during the time that you keep Ganpati, it's first you offer to the god and then you eat. So that's called bhog. Bhog is prasad. So you offer to the god, so it's literally like he's eaten and then you eat from that. So food takes on a sacred aspect.
Okay.
And everyone kind of comes around this whole event. They come together. So this is one of the few, I can say, like one of those festivals which bring together everyone.
The Indian community, you mean, right?
Yeah, Indian community, especially in Bombay. But here in Bardubai, it's really beautiful because you'll find a lot of Ganpatis down here in a row. It's really beautiful.
I tell you, I am still surprised that this happened here in Dubai. Not in a bad way, but I just did not know that that kind of tradition takes place. I mean, obviously I understand that the Indian community that came here brought everything with them, which is amazing because honestly for me, like when I went to India, I was not culturally shocked at all. I mean, I've been to, I think, 11 cities in India, which is quite good, I think. You have a good number. And really, everywhere that I went, I understood a little bit. I didn't feel out of place. And it's because of what I absolutely love, which is the community that came here and brought everything with them. But I didn't realize that these kind of religious rituals were done in this manner out in the open over here in Dubai. That is amazing.
So,
that is amazing.
So there are two places, this place and the other is the Abra station. And like I said, it's eco-sensitive. So they take the boat out into the middle of the water, a bit further down. So So you're supposed to immerse it right in the middle, and the boatmen, they have their instructions. So we don't decide, no one decides where to immerse the idol.
Yeah.
The boatmen have their instructions. You go with the boatmen. They're people from RTA, and everything is done in a very orderly manner. But there's a lot of singing on the last day, which is the big day.
Yeah.
There's a lot of singing and dancing, and it's absolutely fantastic because those people who dance, they are from Maharashtra. So for me, since I speak Marathi and I understand really well, it's really like I feel at home.
And how close, that was my last question, is how close is it to what you would do if you were back in India, if you were back in Bombay? How close is what you do over here?
This particular festival, I think, is almost, you can say, 90%.
Alright, so we're actually heading
Yes.
to the temple,
Yes.
and it's actually a few very cozy walkways or tunnels to get there. I call it cozy, I think that's a good way of saying it.
And I call them sikkas because now I know they're called sikkas.
Oh yeah, oh my god, look at that. That's how you know how long Sona's been here in Dubai. She calls this little place Sikka. Look, here's the wall over here.
The alleyways.
And the wall is over there. And I gotta ask you, Sona, I came dressed like this. It's not disrespectful for me to go in this way, is it? You think? If it is, I maybe shouldn't do this. Because I obviously didn't come here, to make any statement or anything like that. I came because I want to see, I want to know, I want to be educated and all that.
So like I said, it's the same as the mosque. You have to wear shoes.
Hot water at Dubai. But so we took off our shoes, washed our hands, so almost like the Islamic way, before you go pray, you wash your hands, your feet, your face, your ears, all of it, so ablution.
I wish I spent the summer looking in your eyes, reflecting life through shutters. I feel the suns are coming and you said goodbye, goodbye. Whenever you say you need me, I just stop. Faces in the dark, places that we fly through, just a me apart.
सबका मालिक एक है बाकी रास्ता अलग अलग है पूजा का बाकी सब एक है ठीक है खुदा हाफिज़
The stars are hugging me with you. The stars.
Are Indians from every part of India able to practice their religions in Dubai?
Yes, they can.
Every type of religion?
Yes, as far as I've never known that kind of a differentiation. So first you have the two temples, and the finer aspects of the other temple is that you have many gods. So everyone has a favorite god. Every Hindu has a favorite god.
Okay.
So Ganesh is worshipped uniformly
Okay.
at the beginning of every puja, because Ganesh removes the obstacles. So he's the constant god. And then every temple has a main deity. So here there's Shiva and here it's Krishna.
Okay.
And the Shiva temple has all the other gods. So any Hindu who comes from any part of India will find a god that he believes in.
Oh my god, amazing. I did not know this either.
Plus you have the freedom to worship at home. So no one worships in secrecy. People do call people from other communities. During Ganpati you go, like I said, Ganpati hopping, where you go from home to home and everyone offers food to you, everyone opens their doors and you can go in and just be a part of the community. Where I stay in Udmeta, the building people put up lights outside their home during Diwali and Christmas. And I don't think anyone has forbidden anyone from doing these things.
So these are also some blessed food that you get at this temple?
and it's sweet. It's called bundi. You must have had this. So these are used to make the laddus.
Super nice. So, I mean, technically, if you were to come to prayer every single night, and there's food given out every single night for free, you technically wouldn't starve over
No,
here.
you would not. When I went the first time to Varanasi, I spoke to one of the priests who performs the aarti there, and he told me how he had come 8 years ago to Varanasi from Simla, and he was so drawn by the place that he goes back home, but he cannot leave the place. And some ways I could identify with him because it's like I came to Dubai and it's life kept changing here, but something always held me back. And I did not go back, though I talk about it. And I think a lot of people talk about going back home, but there is something about Dubai, something different. Maybe it could be divine intervention, and maybe it's destiny, it's maktub. So if you've read Paulo Coelho's book, The Alchemist, I think Dubai would be one of those moments in that book.
Peeps, a lot happens in Dubai in terms of religious, cultural, and traditional events. And a lot of times we see things, we hear things, but we don't necessarily experience them. I recently reached out to my friends Neil and Rahila, and they introduced me to their friends Ashish and Samira, who have invited me over to their house along with a number of their friends and people from their community. And together we are going to experience the entire Diwali prayer. We're going to participate, and then we're going to all have dinner together right after we do the fireworks, I hear. So this is going to be an amazing night, and I'm sure it's going to be something that I will never forget. Super excited. Let's go.
Thank you and welcome you all to our home, and thank you for being with us today. For our family, for all of us, Diwali has actually come to mean a celebration with family and friends, and it's because all of you come and you make the time to spend this evening with us that we have such a lovely celebration. And just by way of actually history, it's quite interesting. We started having Diwali actually before Ayan was born in Hong Kong. And it was really because some of our friends who don't celebrate North Indian Diwali wanted to show their children what North Indian Diwali is. And we started actually having, a home full of friends. And I still remember the first year, 2005, 30 years ago. And we had a smaller Hong Kong home, as Hong Kong homes are. And I remember wondering, how are all of us going to fit in? And somehow we all, we fit in, and we all did the puja together, and it was very beautiful. And it's become part of our annual kind of, probably my favorite day of the year, to be honest. Yes?
Yeah, I think you fit in because it was God's blessing.
It was God's blessing. That is true, yes. That's actually very well said, yes. When God is with us, we have everything. That's very well said, Ayan. And also as part of the welcome, it's been a year of change for Ashish and myself. And one thing which has not changed is we know we are loved by all of you, and we have so many friends, and we have so much goodwill from all of you. So once again, thank you for joining us, and thank you for that.
What we see in front of us is a collection of things which are important to us, as people, as human beings. One thing which you'll see, there are lots of pictures and statues of what we call gods, or murtis or little statues. And a lot of people say that in Hinduism there are many gods. Well, the correct way of interpretation and the way we believe is that there are not many gods in Hinduism. There's one God which all of us believe in whatever shape or form. And there are many forms of it. Someday you may want to pray to the elephant head god because that's the form you're praying to. Today we pray to Lord Ram, who came back to his kingdom after defeating evil. But there are various forms. You can see many things out here, but they're nothing but various forms of the same power which gives us a reason for goodness in our lives, in everything which we say and do.
Thank you so much, Rahil and Neil. Thank you so much, Samir, Ashish. You guys were amazing. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.